This is a live Channels television event.
Can I have this taken off, please? Yeah. Your Excellency, sir, Madam Nasir Rufai, Governor of Kaduna State, Your Excellency, Dr. Adiza Sabura Balarabe, Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Your Royal Majesty, Emir of Zazu, the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Amina Baloni, members of the Judiciary and the House of Assembly, members of Kaduna State Government, our partners and stakeholders present, distinguished chiefs and overlords of the Kaduna States. I stand on the existing protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this occasion. It is once again a delight to be welcomed back to Kaduna State to perform another important assignment, where we are embarking on a number of activities in preparation of our very first commercial instant delivery hub in Kaduna State, for the expedited delivery of medical logistics to health facilities for the benefits of millions of people, particularly those in hard-to-reach areas. Permit me to first extol the unflinching commitment of the federal government of Nigeria to attain universal health coverage, as well as the sustainable development goals with our multi-sectoral approach. I am pleased that the Kaduna State government and the people have responded swiftly and are the first state in Nigeria to benefit from our transformational innovation that will greatly contribute to achieving universal health for all. With our achievements, our investment in other countries in Africa, especially Ghana and Rwanda, we knew it was not going to be long until we announced our presence in Nigeria. I would like to say, as we all know, we always say that we don't take last in anything we do. So the largest economy and populous countries on the continent is Nigeria. So notwithstanding, we value and recognize that an area requiring great focus, capital, and infrastructure investment, government of Nigeria and authorities in this region. Zipline's authority as a global leader in instant logistics delivery is having a great impact in several areas, from health to agriculture and to e-commerce. We have set on a mission to transform systems to make them more effective, equitable, and in the lead to achieve this, we have built the largest automated on-demand delivery service in the world, with more than 300,000 commercial deliveries, 21 million autonomous miles flown, and millions of products delivered. Our exponential growth in Africa and the world is fascinating. Only some few years ago, our innovation could only be experienced far away. In San Francisco, already our operations nationwide in Ghana, Rwanda, the US, and Japan have seen firsthand the powerful impact this service has on both the entire health systems and individual experiences. Partnership with corporate entities like Walmart in the US and Toyota, Susho Corporation in Japan have also been on the rise. We have deepened our resolve to attract strategic industry players to explore other means by which our technology can serve humanity. All around the places we have touched base, we are making life-saving flights every 4 minutes in critical areas of operations. Your Excellency, sir, today's event is part of our final steps in going commercial, and by that begin delivery of medical commodities to over 500 health facilities within this distribution center. Once this first center is fully up and running, we will commence work on 2 additional centers in Kaduna State, with the government, of course. With all 3 distribution centers, we envisage to cover more than 46,000 square kilometers and serving over 8 million people living in Kaduna. This particular center has the capacity to house hundreds of health facilities, hundreds of healthcare products, including medicines, routine vaccines, and COVID-19 vaccines. This center in the coming weeks will see close to 500 healthcare facilities in Kaduna State get access to medical products precisely when and where they need them, in as little as 30 minutes or less, depending on the specific location. We hope to ensure that practitioners have the products they need to care for patients, creating more efficient, effective, and equitable healthcare delivery systems. With wastage and expiring of medication causing tailbacks, especially in countries where storage facilities are not fitted to accommodate medications that need cold chain preservation, a cold coverage supply chain like the one provided by Zipline in its solution. When all these facilities become operational, the entire Kaduna State community will have one agile, resilient, and responsive supply chain and automated delivery services capable of meeting any demand. At Zipline, we envision a world where physical products move as quickly as information, and everyone can get what they need when they need it. An equal society created by a tested system able to supply health facilities with critical medical supplies. In an industry like healthcare, this instant access is a complete game changer for patient care and often health outcomes. Hospitals will begin to see an appreciation of data on critical health challenges like child killer diseases, reproductive and maternal health, childbirth, etc., which are key areas of concern and global health and security. It has become necessary in this age and time that a critical sector like healthcare, especially in Africa, no longer employs traditional administrative ways of dispensing healthcare. With the population increasing by the day, many health outposts are bound to be outstretched with varied health cases, some of which may not be fully diagnosed for a lack of essential medical supplies. We are inclined to address these challenges by linking the country's healthcare to an on-demand supply of medications to demonstrate our commitment to ensuring the sustenance of life. Beyond this, there are emerging issues around public health emergencies, COVID-19, and how medications are preserved and accounted for. The glaring limitations of storage capacity, highlighted by an unreliable supply of electricity, is a growing everyday conversation among policymakers. The continent, just like Europe, is counting the losses of the setback weakness in our already fragile health system as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. which negatively impacted all aspects of development, impacted all aspects of development. Despite this pandemic, we are unrelenting to support countries push to achieve global health targets, and this we are doing through the combined efforts of multiple players. The journey to this point has been a real fulfillment for us. May I use this opportunity to particularly appreciate you all, Your Excellency, for your very significant support in pushing so hard for this dream to become a reality. A special appreciation also to our development partners, donors, state and federal agencies, the private sector, and all of you here gathered for this remarkable feat in Nigeria. I'd also like to thank the different security agencies, the Nigeria Customs, the Air Traffic Control, and a lot of other agencies that I cannot mention. I'd also like to thank the Nigeria Air Force Investment Company. They've been very supportive in this achievement. We are indeed showcasing partnership to drum home the need for collective responsibility to combat the mirage of issues we are faced with in Nigeria's healthcare delivery. May today's event mark the beginning of another impactful collaborations in the future and be the blueprint that will direct our shared growth in Kaduna State, Nigeria, Africa, and the world. Thank you once again for your attention and your patience.
Thank you so much, Catherine Odiase. I actually thought that if we were listening to Catherine, we would have given a rousing round of applause when she mentioned that Kaduna State is the first state in the whole of Nigeria. And I can understand the lukewarm, wait until you see it. There is some part of the program that will take you to see what we're talking about today. Governance, even at dying minute. It is something to be applauded and appreciated. I would like to call on the person under whom this falls directly, the Commissioner of Health, Dr. Amina Mohammed Baloni. Please let's give her a round of applause.
Yes, I'll manage. His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Sabo Balarabi, distinguished senators and other honorable members of the House of Representatives here present, the Minister of Health, Dr. Asagia Gahanere, the Chairman House Committee on Health and other honorable members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, the Grand Kadi, members of Kaduna State Executive Council, permanent secretaries and other heads of MDAs, our Royal Father, the Chairman Kaduna State Council of Traditional Rulers, the Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, the Chief of Kauru here present, Alhaji Ya'u Shehu Usman, the Algon Chair, and all other local government chairmen present, the Senior Vice President of Zipline, Daniel Dafo, and Madam Catherine Odiase, the lead General Manager, Zipline Nigeria, partners and stakeholders here present, other guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this event, which paves the way for the final certification to make Kaduna State the very first state in Nigeria to adopt medical drones to improve access to medical commodities. Kaduna State has always been a state driven by a strong desire to succeed, and this partnership with Zipline is historic. Your Excellencies, it would also interest you to know that in many areas, the state has facilitated developments that have been emulated by other states in the country. Today, we're here again to show the way. Your Excellency, it's worthy to note that this project is a significant step towards closing the gap in quality healthcare service delivery within the state. This is because it will significantly reduce the difficulty people experience in accessing essential medicines, vaccines, blood and blood products, as well as other medical commodities across the diverse geographical locations of our people. Healthcare delivery has always been a priority for this administration, and huge investments have been made in upgrading infrastructure and equipping health facilities at both primary and secondary levels. Recruitment of close to 3,000 health workers across all levels of care to fill in the human resource gaps that are essential to quality service. The Kaduna State Health Supplies Agency has been transforming the supply chain and medical logistics to ensure drugs and medicines and consumables are available at facilities at the point of service delivery. We recently signed an MOU with pharmaceutical manufacturers to procure medicines and consumables directly to cut costs and ensure quality. The agency, in collaboration of the Kaduna Investment Promotion Agency, Kaduna Geographic Information Service, Kaduna Urban Planning and Development Authority, as well as Zipline, identified and constructed this center to deliver this innovative solution of using unmanned aerial drones to surmount the challenges of getting much-needed commodities to facilities just in time. This is particularly useful in our rural areas where women die from postpartum hemorrhage due to delays in getting blood. The drones will be able to deliver life-saving products within an hour and will ensure that medical emergencies can be attended to and lives can be saved. The COVID-19 pandemic posed a significant challenge to our health system, and this administration, as usual, rose to the challenge. A 136-bed infectious disease hospital was built and equipped in record time to provide world-class care for infectious diseases, and we're in the process of ensuring that we transform this into a learning and research center with partnerships with both international and national partners. Your Excellency, we can be assured that vaccines, including COVID-19 vaccines, will utilize this method of delivery to both far-to-reach and hard-to-reach communities for vaccination of children and eligible populations. This will boost our immunization coverage and protect children from vaccine-preventable diseases, while also protecting citizens from COVID infections. Your Excellency, this partnership with Zipline demonstrates your administration's commitment towards ensuring quality and comprehensive healthcare service delivery through innovation and the use of technology towards attainment of the health-related SDGs and universal health coverage. Zipline, as an international recognized health logistics management company with operations in Rwanda and Ghana, utilizes local talent to deliver. Local staff were recruited and trained and further exposed at the Ghana Center to Ghana experience that will make them fully ready to drive operations in our first distribution and subsequent the 2 additional distribution centers which are will be constructed across the state to achieve total connectivity for all primary healthcare facilities, hospitals, and polyclinics in the state. The communities around Pambegua have been engaged to ensure ownership, and we therefore solicit their continued support to protect and safeguard the efficient management of this facility. The Ministry of Health will continue to provide the necessary leadership to explore and facilitate the successful integration of this technology and any innovation that will enhance our efficiency and quality service delivery in the state. At this juncture, I want to extend my sincere appreciation to Your Excellency, Madam, for the unwavering support to the health sector and the determination to ensure that all citizens in Kaduna State attain the highest state of health and well-being. Our thanks also goes to the Federal Ministry of Health and its agencies, the Honorable Minister of Health, the Office of the NSA, NAFIL, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, NAMA, NCAA, NAFDAC, Standards Organization of Nigeria, Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, and all our numerous partners that I may not have mentioned. To our Zipline partners, be assured that you will receive all the required support so that together we can deliver on our mandate. To Team Health Kaduna, all eyes are on us to demonstrate once again that Kaduna State sets the pace and others follow. I look forward to having the other 2 distribution centers going live and to celebrate progress made at the first anniversary of this event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, thank you for your time, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner of Health, Dr. Amina Mohammed Baloni. We'll be hearing from our Royal Father, Honorable, I beg your pardon. We'll be hearing from our Royal Father, the Emir of Zazzau, His Royal Highness, Ambassador Ahmed Nuhu Bambali. You're also honorable, Your Royal Highness. You're welcome.
No? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Honorable Minister of Health, the Executive of Zipline, members of the National Assembly and also State Executive Council, Royal Fathers, brothers, Emir Sarkil Lere and also Sarkin Kaulu, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Well, as you can see, I was caught unawares because I didn't know that I'm going to speak here, so I don't have any prepared speech like the commissioner. But be that as it may, I would like to express our gratitude to the government of Kaduna State for this strategic investment. I can assure you the people of Kaduna State will be very, very appreciative of this gesture done to the people of the state. Zipline, I believe for me personally and a lot of us here, will see this test run or launch for the first time in our lives. We'll be reading about this in the business schools, but to see it work, this will be the first time. So as they said, seeing is believing, and we're optimistic that you're going to deliver. And we can assure you we're going to monitor it, and also the feedback, we hope and pray it will be very positive. So we thank you immensely for partnering with the state, to take our state, to the front line, at least the first state to benefit from this experience of service delivery. So we thank you immensely for coming to our state to tag along with the state government in providing this service. So thank you ladies and gentlemen, for giving us this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your Royal Highness, Ambassador Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, the Emir of Zazzau, we thank you very much for your words. They mean a lot. Indeed, the governor has put Kaduna State at the forefront, whether the naysayers like it or not. The evidence is there for everyone to see. We'll be hearing from another royal father, His Royal Highness Muhammadu Sanusi II, I'm told, will be joining us via Zoom. Are we connected? Okay. As soon as we are, please let us know so that we can take his goodwill message too. At this point, would like to call on the man who continues to bulldoze through, regardless of whatever might be extraneous circumstances. I would like to call on someone who is way ahead of his time, I think. The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai. He will be addressing us. Please let us welcome the governor of Kaduna State.
Please be seated. Thank you. I'm not going up there, I'm scared. Your Excellency, my partner, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Sabuwa Balarabe, Your Royal Highness, the Emir of Zazzau, Your Royal Highnesses, the Emirs of Kauru and Lere, other traditional leaders here present, senior military officers, members of the Kaduna State government, local government chairman, the management and team from Zipline. Bryce, you've arrived. Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to shorten the protocol. I am most delighted that we are today inaugurating the first Zipline facility in Kaduna State, and indeed in Nigeria. We signed the partnership with Zipline on 3rd February 2021 with the mutual expectations that operations would commence before the end of 2021. The takeoff has sadly taken longer than envisaged for a variety of reasons, but we're excited to achieve this milestone in our health systems transformation program, and we look forward to its effective implementation in the service of our people. Kaduna State welcomes Zipline and its advanced unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, technology, for instant, safe, and secure delivery of medical supplies and consumables to our healthcare facilities. It is a safe, secure, and effective technology that will help to advance our governance agenda to improve access for our people to decent health services. We are grateful to Zipline for choosing Kaduna State as the pilot for this innovative project. Out of 36 subnationals and the Federal Capital Territory, our choice is an honor and recognition that our government is committed to governance innovation and transformative solutions. In this regard, I'm proud to say that today Kaduna State is joining the republics of Rwanda and Ghana in the African continent, and USA and Japan in the developed world. Thank you, Zipline. In the last 7 years, and thank you, Bryce, for making it happen. In the last 7 years of our stewardship in the government of Kaduna State, we have tried to improve and expand health infrastructure, hire more medical personnel, and provide needed equipment and commodities. This partnership with Zipline enhances our ability to distribute medical commodities more efficiently to our health facilities throughout the 46,000 square kilometers of this state, including the remotest and otherwise inaccessible rural clinics, health centers, and hospitals. Indeed, even private hospitals, pharmacies, and patent medicine stores can benefit from our bulk purchase of commodities direct from manufacturers and the timely and efficient delivery by Zipline. Over the last 7 years, the Kaduna State government has consciously and deliberately strengthened the capacity of our primary healthcare system to deliver better services. Through policy reform and legislation, we took over full administrative responsibility for the 1,088 primary health centers and placed the administration of the primary health system under one roof. This had the benefit of providing additional 40% funding contribution by the state government to the operating expenditure of primary health centers, apart from assuming 100% financial responsibility for their capital expenditure needs since 2015. Our Deputy Governor, Dr. Hadiza Sabuwa Balarabe, was the pioneer steward of the primary healthcare under one roof from 2016 to 2019. It was her stellar performance that then catapulted her into being the first elected female deputy governor in the far north of Nigeria. We are immensely proud of her groundbreaking contributions, along with our health commissioner, Dr. Amina Baloni, and their team, for these and many achievements, including our exceptional management of the COVID-19 pandemic in Kaduna State. These steps were taken to ensure that the operations of the primary health centers are better funded and the quality and scope of services standardized irrespective of where they are located. We also implemented a program to renovate, expand, and equip 255 primary health centers, one in each ward in the state. Now, all our nearly 10 million citizens, not 8 million, it's about 10 million actually, have access to an equipped and staffed primary health center or clinic within a 5-kilometer radius, and we're working towards reducing this to no more than 3 kilometers or within 30 minutes of brisk walk. Several state-owned secondary health facilities, that's our general hospitals, have also received facelifts, new equipment, and more healthcare personnel. Significant investments in tertiary health facilities and our Barodiko Hospital accredited teaching hospital status in 2017, even as we push to complete the 300-bed specialist hospital started by previous government in 2009 with the assistance of the Islamic Development Bank of Jeddah. The 300-bed specialist hospital in Millennium City will also house a nuclear medicine center with the latest equipment and support facilities that will be the most advanced in the country. In collaboration with our National Sovereign Wealth Fund, the NSIA, we are building another cancer center that will, on completion and staffing, make Kaduna a foremost medical tourism destination within Nigeria and the ECWA sub-region for oncology and cancer management patients by 2023 by the grace of God. Our policy reforms in the health sector include the implementation of an advanced healthcare supply chain transformation system. At the heart of this is the Kaduna State Health Supplies Management Agency, KASMA, which is the agency responsible for ensuring that our health facilities get the medicines, consumables, and vaccines they need in an efficient and timely manner. At this moment, I want to pay special tribute to the pioneer chief executive of KASMA, Mrs. Ramatu Abdulkadir, who championed the supply chain transformation program, and appreciate the financial assistance of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the technical support of Pamela Steele Associates for the training and capacity building that made this transformation possible. We appreciate the commitment and hard work of the current chief executive of KASMA, Mrs. Aisha Isiaku and her staff for working hard with Zipline, the Ministry of Health, and our Abuja Liaison Office, among others, to make today a reality. Our appreciation also goes to the management and staff of Kaduna Investment Promotion Agency, Kaduna Geographic Information Service, Kaduna Urban Planning and Development Authority, our elected traditional and community leaders in Cubao, Lere, and Kauru local governments for their commitment, support, and collaboration. Zipline's innovative technology therefore aligns with and complements our various efforts to transform the healthcare system in Kaduna State by enabling the distribution of medical commodities and consumables when needed to our health facilities. It helps to save lives, reduces expense on inventory, cold chain, storage, and warehousing, and avoids stockouts and waste from the expiration of unutilized inventory. Navigating the regulatory requirements of the federal government's aviation and national security agencies has proven to be challenging, delaying the timely takeoff of this project. This is understandable, given that it is the first time that this new technology is being deployed in our country. As other state governments and private firms engage Zipline to provide these needed services, we believe that both Zipline, its partners, and future customers will face a more informed, time-sensitive, and responsive regulatory environment. While we'll express gratitude to the Office of National Security Advisor, the Federal Ministry of Aviation, the National Civil Aviation Authority, Federal Ministry of Health, and NAVDAC for granting the required regulatory certifications, we still believe that as a country, Nigeria should be swifter in regulating, enabling, and adopting new technologies and innovation if we are to grow. We call on the relevant aviation, security, and health authorities to give full support to this innovative technology, as more and more state governors have indicated to me their firm interest to adopt Zipline's technology and services in their states. We wish to assure our partners in Zipline of our firm commitment to the successful delivery of this project. We welcome the jobs, taxes, and the new technology that Kaduna State will benefit from. And we look forward to it contributing to better health outcomes for our people. In conclusion, let me use this opportunity to remind our people to enroll in the contributory health insurance scheme that we rolled out in 2018. For a small monthly or affordable annual fee, enrollment helps you to reduce out-of-pocket expenses when citizens and their registered family members require medical care. The more our citizens enroll, the quicker we will be in attaining universal health coverage, thus enabling our people to take full advantage of the recently enacted National Health Insurance Act 2022. I wish you all journey masses back to your various destinations within Nigeria, the USA, Europe, Kenya, and Ghana, among others. God bless Zipline Incorporated. God bless Kaduna State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Indeed, for as many who came to Pambegwa today via road, you would know that this intervention, unlike so many that we have, is actually targeted at the common man. It's not just about drugs, it's also even about life-saving supplies like blood. In a way, I actually wish that some of us had seen a demonstration of what Zipline does before we actually entered into this hall, because I think it would have been better appreciated. As is, I'm told that they already can reach 108 of our PHCs right now. Imagine cutting a journey of 6 hours to less than an hour. Ask anyone who is between life and death, they will tell you how valuable those minutes are. I'm glad to say that we're almost at the end of the event. Before we move on to the second stage, I would like to call on Mr. Daniel Maffo, the Senior Vice President Zipline, for his vote of thanks. Mr. Daniel Maffo, you're welcome. Please let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. In Your Excellency's delivery, I think he gave Zipline too much credit for what we see here today. And I'd like to just tell everyone a very short story of how we came to be in Kaduna. So the fair man who was sitting next to Bryce, I managed to be having a conversation with him about how transformative the technology that Zipline offers, the ability to be able to reach anywhere, no matter the condition, no matter the terrain, no matter the time of the year, could be. And he told me that he knows the most transformative leader in Africa to be in Nigeria. And I said, oh, who is this person? I should definitely meet him. And he mentioned Your Excellency's name, and I think he put a request across, and it sounded very interesting. So we made a journey one Thursday morning, very early, to Kaduna, and in that meeting, I was blown away by the entire team. Your Excellency, the Honorable Commissioner of Health, I think the head of Kadipa at that time were there. And in that meeting, you could tell that leadership, to me, is being able to see a future end state before it starts. And in there, we saw real leadership. People who cared about the common man, the common woman that they look out for. People who wanted to ensure that nobody in this state, irrespective of where you live, irrespective of where you were born, irrespective of the work you do, you should never, ever be denied basic access to healthcare. And all the infrastructure development, all the innovation push came to that. So, Your Excellency, it is really your leadership and the foresight and leadership of your team that has enabled us to be able to see what we see here today. And because of that, I would like to say a big thank you. I would also like to thank the team at Zipline. Extremely, this has probably been our most difficult and challenging deployment. There are people who we have hired for almost close to a year, because as Your Excellency said, we never anticipated that it would take us so long. And this team has had a single purpose in mind for over 12 months, that they want to contribute to the development of healthcare in Kaduna. And so I'd like to thank them immensely. Our local team that has been hired, the work that you see here, the demonstration we'll see today, is due to the hard work that they have all put in. So, Team Zipline Nigeria, thank you very, very much. I would also like to thank the Honorable Commissioner for Health, the MD of NAFIL, Air Vice Marshal Idris Abubakar Adamu, the Federal Ministry of Aviation, the National Civil Aviation Authority, in particular its DG, Mr. Musa Nuhu, and his wonderful team, the team at the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, the Air Traffic Control Team, the Customs, and all other health agencies for the work that they have put in, and of course the security agencies as well, ONSA, NSA, DSS. I look back and say that the road was long, but it is also because each one of these agencies cares extremely about the safety of Nigerians. And that is something that we need to appreciate a lot, to ensure that this system in place is also safely deployed. Finally, as we transition from here to the center itself to see what we are actually going to do, I'd like to say that let us all see today as a joyous occasion, that this is the start of a true healthcare transformation. The state is already transformed, but let's say this is 2.0. We are about to take things to a whole new, different level. Thank you all, and thank you for believing in quality, transformative healthcare delivery in Kaduna State and in Nigeria. God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Marfo, Senior Vice President, Zipline. Indeed, the first half of this event is about to be wrapped up, but I'd like to make a few announcements. While the governor and the deputy and our royal father and executives of Zipline will be going, the senior special advisor to the governor on media and publicity will be amongst the first to take that first tour of both the fulfillment center and the flight operations center. The rest of us will be required to please sit, because the demonstration itself will be on the monitors that you can see, so we will not be missing anything much. The area is not wide, it's not big enough to contain everyone, so we want to do this in a controlled manner. And immediately after the national anthem, we'll also require for the governor, your excellency, and your deputy to take some pictures before you move to the flight and operations area. Having said that, I would like to say once again that I am really, I consider it an honor and a privilege to have been part of this. Another groundbreaking event in Kaduna State that we are very proud of, and it is something indeed that we look to see happen all over Nigeria. Okay. All right, so I've been told that the picture taking will be taken to after you have gone to check and see what's happening with Zipline, the operations area, the fulfillment area. I think the names are particularly interesting. You might want to ask how they got to fulfillment, the fulfillment area. Thank you, Zipline. Thank you, Your Excellency, and your able deputy. You have surrounded yourself with medical people. Dr. Baloni, you have. Please let us rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Please, let's have our seats. Please, let us have our seats. Just those on the first row. Let's have our seats, please. We don't want anyone embarrassed. We don't want anyone embarrassed.
There you have it. The first part of the launch of Zipline Medical Services in Pambegwa, Kubau local government area of Kaduna State. It's the first part. Key government officials are proceeding to the main facility for the second part of the launch of the medical service, which is described as a revolutionary new service to expedite the delivery of medical services in Kaduna State. According to the governor, it will enhance the commitment of the state government to building infrastructure and the capacity of healthcare personnel to improve the quality of healthcare delivery in the state. Now, according to the officials of the service, the technological service, they already have presence in other parts of the country, but Kaduna State is their pilot state for the testing of this new service, which would use drone technology to transport medical equipment, supplies, drugs, blood to different parts of Kaduna, different parts of the healthcare facilities in Kaduna. Information has it that Zipline already has the capacity to deliver medical supplies to 100 primary healthcare centers in Kaduna State. There you have it, officials proceeding to the main facility for the second part of the launch of Zipline Medical Service, which appears to be a demonstration of the service. The first part had been done before the main event started. Apparently it was missed because officials had not converged on the venue of the launch to see that. So we're hoping to see and be able to appreciate the service of Zipline Medicals, to see how that technology would work, using drone technology to transport medical service to different parts of Kaduna State, the primary healthcare centers to be precise. So you can see visuals of the main facility, the medical workers of Zipline Medical Service. It's the official launch. It appears we have the governor interacting with officials. But what we know about Zipline Medical Service is that it can cover 46,000 square kilometers and serve 8 million residents in Kaduna State. The center will feed 500 medical facilities across Kaduna. And, the benefits are myriad. You can imagine, the importance of time. Time is germane to saving lives in healthcare service delivery. And according to the commissioner, most pregnant women die as a result of postpartum emergencies. But if this technology can deliver drugs, blood, which is very key to healthcare service delivery, in real time, a lot of lives will be saved in the process. And as a result, infant and maternal mortality, which is prevalent in rural areas, will reduce drastically. According to the governor, apart from the time-saving quality, a benefit rather of the drone technology that Zipline offers, it will also reduce cost of transportation, reduce cost on inventory. Absolutely, to reduce cost on inventory. And the overall cost expended on medical supplies. Looking forward to seeing a demonstration of the transportation of medical supplies using this technology, so that we can have a vivid imagery of how this technology works. That's the general manager rather of Zipline Medical Service in Nigeria, Madam Catherine Odiase, interacting with the governor of Kaduna State. The governor also talked about the administration's commitment to healthcare service delivery seen in the government's partnership with the National Social Investment Authority in the construction of an oncology center, cancer and oncology center in Kaduna, and the 300-bed space specialist hospital in Kaduna, which it is looking forward to completing very soon. The healthcare operations of these medical facilities will be enhanced with the presence, or the commencement rather, of the operations of Zipline Medical Services in Kaduna State. Yeah, we just saw before the camera panned to officials the drugs on display in the storage facility there. And I believe an official is taking the governor around the medical facility. But yes, this is how the Zipline service works. A single Zipline distribution center, that's a combination of medical fulfillment warehouse and drone airport, is capable of the micro-targeted delivery of more than 2 tons of temperature-controlled medicine to any point across an almost 20,000 square kilometer service area. Now, each of the 3 planned Zipline distribution centers in Kaduna will cover a delivery area of more than 20,000 kilometers. That's already been said. And they will be capable of delivering to more than 1,000 health facilities, serving millions of people. Of course, the deliveries are transported through air. That's already been established because of the use of drone technology. And then they descend to a safe height above the ground and release the boxes of medicine by parachute to a designated spot at the health centers that they will serve. apart from the huge time-saving advantage of the Zipline medical service, it also has the capacity to expand access, of course, in Kaduna, since it's the pilot state for the testing of this service, access to COVID-19 vaccine, and it will also aid the state in immunization coverage through the timely delivery of these products, these medical supplies, to a wide range of local governments. As said earlier, they can reach 500 primary healthcare centers, even 1,000 primary healthcare centers outside Kaduna. But this is being tested in Kaduna. Kaduna is the pilot state, and because of the efficiency and the efficacy of this technological service, the governor revealed during his remarks that other states of the Federation have indicated interest in receiving, in commencing the operation of this, this approach to improving healthcare service in their own state, using, the Zipline offer. Government officials are still being taken on a tour of the facility, and you can see there a call center. I imagine this would be the communication line at the facility where information about healthcare needs will go before the technology is deployed to serve the needs of the primary healthcare centers that will be requiring it in Kaduna State.
Where we tend to make the distance disappear. Ultimately, what we do is, within 2 minutes, we get the package from the fulfillment operators, and then we look at the body, then assemble it on the launcher, fix in the wing, the battery, and the nose cone, and we make that vital medical delivery to that health facility that needs this. With that being said, that means the drone itself has 4 different components. The first one is the battery. Now, the battery is designed with lithium cells. Actually gives us that 85 kilometers radius from here. 85 kilometer radius. Yeah, that means in reality, it's like it will allow you to fly from here to Kaduna and back. That's how big it is. That is the battery. When it's showing blue lights on the charging system, it means that it is ready to fly. It is ready to fly. It's fully charged, and then the temperature is okay for it to fly. And then the second component I would like to talk about is the body of the drone here. All right, the drone has a propulsion system. That means there's 2 propellers on it, the fore and aft propeller, and then it very important stuff off here is the tail hook. And just like cars do have boots, we do have drop mechanism. This is we fix in the package, and then when it gets to that facility, it automatically opens, and then it makes the delivery. All right, so the second one here is the body, and then we have the wing also. This is how the wings looks like. It has wing tips, it has some navigational probes here with some control surfaces that is being done. Then the final one, nose cone, which and you have the opportunity to launch a drone to make a vital medical delivery. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
And so we want to welcome all of you. Maybe please go back, just go back a little bit, please. And so we want to invite His Excellency, the Governor, and the other dignitaries to just get closer to the ribbon. This will signify the official. to all of us here. Officially, we have opened the operations of Zipline here in Pambegua, the very first of its in Nigeria. After we have moved to Ghana, and right here, Kaduna, Nigeria, put our hands together for ourselves for a historic. May I now ask all the media, please invite His Excellency for the official press of the button to begin operations on test flights. Please, shall we give space here? Let's give space here and just allow His Excellency to step forward here. Please, there is a barricade here. Just look on the ground. Nobody goes beyond that. If you go beyond, the drone will not fly. It is responding to every emotions that is happening here. So please, let's just move here. Please, let's move back. So,
what my colleagues they are carrying out a series of checks, which we usually do.
Seen the commissioning of the facility, the official commissioning of the facility, signaling the commencement of operations of Zipline Medical Services. We saw the cutting of the tape there done by the Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Bamali. He was flanked by the Governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, and his deputy, Madam Bala Usman. We experienced a loss of audio there during what would have been a demonstration. It's continuing, actually, a demonstration of the technological service which Zipline offers, the transportation of medical supplies from the main operation location to the destination, which would be one of the health centers in Kaduna State. One of the officials during the supervision talked about how sensitive the equipment is responding to human activity. Yes, that camera shot also provides us of the expansive view of the landmass that the facility sits on. According to the description, it's some sort of an airport, the drone airport. It's a combination of medical fulfillment warehouse and drone airport, capable of a micro-targeted delivery of more than 2 tons of temperature-controlled medicine to any point across an area of 20,000 square kilometers. So it has really a wide reach. And we saw a vivid image of what the technology looks like, the drone looks like. It's not your usual surveillance drone. Looks more like a mini aircraft, really, which took off shortly. That's understandable considering that it's bearing medical supplies. So it would require some inbuilt capacity to be able to bear the medical supply. I reckon we're getting audio back shortly. There should be some sort of monitor to enable the officials appreciate or monitor the transportation of the medical supply that took off shortly. So we can see also the technology that Zipline is using. We see the masts there on the ground floor of the facility. Don't forget, one of the many advantages of this, yeah, there you have it. That's the drone, yes. It returned. We see the drone landed shortly.
In a day, if we deliver a medical product, the same place it will drop. So for all the 500 health facilities will be 7, we will go there, pick the coordinates, and every time we drop them. In 3 minutes, we will see how this drone will land at this particular place we call a recovery zone. It is very sensitive. I would ask of you, let's step back a bit whilst we wait for that ending process to see the recovery. Please, this place, nobody can stand anywhere here. Let's move from here. Please, this place, nobody can stand on this platform. Otherwise, it will not land. If you step on this platform, the drone will not land. So, Your Excellency, whilst you wait, just walk you through something. You see the rope here. It is communicating directly with the, and at the time that the drone signals this, that I am ready to a movement of this particular small rope here, and that indication, you see also this is blinking, so it means there's a communication ongoing with the drone. Nobody's controlling it. It's just in the sky, and they are doing an automated recovery system. And so once you see you see there's a movement of the rope, it means I'm ready. Let's watch some 2 seconds. About facilities. And timely, even at a point of an emergency, there will not be any need or any wanting anywhere. And so in a few seconds, we'll see. So the drone can, depending on how the wind is blowing. But once this time it is coming from the right and will land here. After this particular landing, if you don't say a wow, you don't like good things. So I'll be listening to everybody say a wow. I will say how we have welcomed this technology. So watch. In a few seconds, here is the drone. This is the drone. Beautifully. So this is how the drone has recovered safely here. What to say for all the support you have given to us. All the record. We want to be shown here as a have launched this particular facility. If Your Excellency will permit me, please. Come to this side. Yes, please. So all the planners, you have the chance now to join the photograph.
and a wonderful way to conclude the second part. It hasn't been concluded yet, apparently. But a beautiful demonstration indeed of the transportation of the drone technology from its location down to the delivery point, which we didn't see, but at least we saw the demonstration of how the technology works. Yes, to the admiration of all present, signaling the commencement of operations of Zipline Medical Service. It's a revolutionary new service that has been launched at the Pambegua area of Kubau local government of Kaduna State.
These drones are actually delivering COVID-19 vaccines in Africa. And they're proving to be a fast and very efficient way to reach difficult to access and remote areas.
In Africa in particular, I think the challenges are obvious in terms of how fast we can reach the different health facilities, how efficiently we can distribute across vast lands of countries in different parts of the continent. And secondly, it's also, especially with COVID-19, it's that vaccines tend to be scarce. So you don't have enough for everyone. And you need to make sure that the right person is receiving the right vaccine at the right time. And that's why the WHO had decided, the phasing approach on who gets to receive the vaccine in what priority. In Ghana, we've actually delivered more than, I believe, more than 11,000 doses of AstraZeneca COVID vaccines that the Ghanaian government has been receiving. And over the next 12 months or so, we will be able to deliver up to 2.5 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine.
I must say that Ghana is currently implementing the phase 2 of vaccination, which is targeting healthcare workers. As we speak now, we have received about, I think, exactly 280 doses of the COVID vaccine as a district. And that is slightly more than the number of healthcare providers in the district. So that's the demand as far as the healthcare workers vaccination is concerned.
For Richard, these drone deliveries are making a huge impact. His population includes over 106,000 people. Many of those people live on islands or areas that are simply cut off by rivers or insufficient infrastructure. What that means is that even when there's a suspected COVID case, it can take days just to send the sample to the labs in Accra, which is Ghana's capital, and then come back. There's a ferry that needs to be taken across a riverbank, and there's hundreds of kilometers of dirt road to be traveled. It's safe to say that it's not an easy journey to make. When it comes to delivering vaccines across a very scattered population, the problem obviously gets much more complicated.
Apart from the island communities and the rest, we have communities which are close to 80 kilometers from the district capital. And I'm not talking about 80 kilometers of asphalted road, no. 80 kilometers of dusty roads. And Zipline is able to deliver vaccines directly.
Zipline operates from a distribution center that I would say is part drone port, part fulfillment warehouse. And so we receive the vaccines from a central location, let's say the central medical store. And then at Zipline, we store the vaccines and are able to deliver them directly to health facilities. And oftentimes it's the health worker who's about to administer the vaccines. So to avoid the need for the health facility to either store the vaccine so that they go to waste or anything, we deliver them exactly when they are needed, and we are able to do multiple deliveries in a day, multiple deliveries over a week. Each of our drone can carry up to 100 doses of vaccines. We now fly on what we kind of call highways in the sky that are pre-planned and pre-developed. Each of our drone is launched and flies autonomously to each of those health facilities. And when it reaches the health facility, it hovers over the health facility at about 10 meters above ground and releases a box in a parachute. that lands very gently at a pre-designated area at the health facility, and the health worker can pick the drone and quickly start the administration of vaccines right away.
And we're not just talking about COVID vaccines here. Zipline is helping Ghana and other countries deliver other vital vaccines as well. The COVID pandemic has greatly disrupted regular immunization efforts all across the globe, and unfortunately, kids are often the ones being hardest hit.
I must also say that apart from the COVID vaccine, Zipline has bridged this gap with even the routine childhood vaccinations that are given to children. So children who are born in Ghana are vaccinated against tuberculosis with the BCG. We have the penta vaccines, we have the measles rubella vaccines, the yellow fever vaccine, the meningitis subtype A vaccines, the rotavirus vaccine, the tetanus diphtheria vaccine, and others, which are all given to children routinely from birth to 18 months.
Effective and equitable global distribution of COVID-19 vaccines is absolutely crucial to overcoming this pandemic. But as mass vaccination efforts continue to prioritize rich countries, as well as individuals living in urban areas and cities, the risk of new mutations and strands spreading rapidly remains pretty high. Zipline plans to deliver over 2.5 million COVID-19 vaccines across Ghana in the next 12 months. This is an important opportunity to test out this new infrastructure in Africa and use it to help deliver vaccines and other crucial medical supplies to some of the most vulnerable and remote communities across the world.
And that concludes these broadcasts from Kaduna State, specifically the launch of Zipline Medical Service, a transformative technological service that will improve healthcare delivery in Kaduna State. We now continue with our regular programming.
This is a live Channels Television event.